Hey, friends all over the world. I got something to tell you. I have something to tell you. I had to stop what I'm doing. I'm in the middle of a writing project that's way past due. And I had a conversation today that was so um, thought provoking that I said I had to make this video. And this is for the ladies. Ladies, tag a lady. Ladies, tag a lady, tag a friend. Hear me, hear me, hear me. This might make some of you upset. I'm going to give you a warning right now. Some of you are going to not agree with me. Some of you are going to get mad at me. Some of you are going to say, why are you saying this? I don't appreciate this. Some of you are going to get upset. But I'm asking you to do yourself a favor and hear me until the end of this video. Okay, this is for the ladies. Tag a lady. Share with a lady. Ladies, hear me. Hear me. Stop dating and or marrying potential. Stop dating and or marrying potential. Many of you, listen, we're in a new year. This is a new year. And you have to have a new mindset. Stop dating and marrying potential. What do I mean by potential? What do I mean by potential? Potential is what could be. It's what, the difference between potential energy and an actual something in the law of inertia, something in movement. Potential is what could be. It's what it could be. Man, this could be this person could be a great husband. This person has the potential to be a great spouse. This person could be a great leader in this relationship. This person could be this, and I don't advocate dating, by the way, but anyway. Women have a problem. Women have a problem, and this problem is not necessarily a bad problem. And here's the problem. When God made a woman in Genesis 2, he made her with the capacity to develop, watch this, to nurture and assist. Can I get a witness on that? A woman has an innate ability to nurture, to help to develop, and to assist. That's why when God makes Eve, he calls her a helpmeet. She is a helper. Women are helpers. A woman is a helper. She's someone who helps. She's someone who sees something going on. I can help you do that. I can help you do that. I'm not being misogynistic. I'm telling you that women are nurturers naturally. Like, for example, my little daughter, Anna, she's 4 years old. She'll take a little doll and she'll see the doll and she'll straighten the doll's hair out. She'll see a little shoe off that's out of place. She'll put the shoe back on the doll. She's a helper. Women are nurturers. That's who they are. So here's what happens. When a woman sees potential, it oftentimes provokes her nurturing instinct. Well, anytime a woman sees potential, she immediately goes into nurture mode. And she begins to feel like, with just a little dash of salt, with just a little butter on this. Man, if I just put a little cinnamon on top of this, this might work. It's not where it's supposed to be. It's not complete, but it might work. And here's the problem with that. They go into relationships believing that they have the power to change a man. Ladies, let me tell you something. You cannot change a man. You can't. I was having a conversation with one of my precious daughters in the Lord, and I said, you can't change a man. A man cannot be changed by a woman. A man can only be helped by a woman. And let me tell you something. Some of you, if you're not careful, you're going to get trapped in potential, and you're going to help nothing. So many women are frustrated because they're married to a man with great potential, but he does not function in purpose. Eve did not marry potential. She married purpose. She didn't marry potential. She married purpose. When Adam came on the scene, and I don't care what relationship guru is telling you otherwise. I don't care what relationship guru is telling you otherwise. Stop listening to these lies. By the time Eve enters into the relationship, Adam is already in purpose. He's already in purpose. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not saying the man will have every single thing there. I'm not saying that. But he needs to know his purpose. He needs to know his purpose. He needs to know, why am I put on this earth? See, we ask, oh, how tall are you? Oh, okay, you 6'4". Okay. All right, you 6'4". That's good. All right. Oh, and where you work? Where you work? You're asking the wrong questions. Instead of asking how tall are you, ask how called are you? Y'all don't want to say nothing here. You don't want to say nothing. How called are you? Do you know your calling? Do you know your calling? Do you know who you are? What are you supposed to be doing? In the next 20 years, if I got with you, what would we be doing? Do you have a purpose for your life? Do you understand what God is assigned you to do? Do you know? Do you know the gifting and the calling? Because really, in all reality, if he doesn't know that, he can't lead you, because he can't help you find your gifting when he's never discovered his. He can't help you walk in purpose when he's never discovered his. And I know I'm not talking about purpose like this mystical thing. I'm talking about having a relationship with God. That's what I'm talking about. And yet, women get into a whole heap of trouble because they're constantly looking for potential. That's why, that's why some of you get jacked up. You see a man, and the pastor asked you, the minister asked you, when you're trying to date this man, is he saved? Is he saved? Well, see, what had happened was, he's a great person. He's a great person. He's great. Oh, he got a good job. Yeah. Oh no, he don't got a job right now, but his personality. That's not what we asked you. We said, is he saved? Stop looking for projects and start looking for purpose. A man is not a project. He's not something that you work on. He's not a garden that oh, okay, it's weeds right now, but it doesn't work that way. And if you want to get jacked up for the rest of your life, if you want to get jacked up for the rest of your life, if you want your children to be jacked up for the rest of their lives, marry a man or get with a man for his potential. You don't marry potential. You marry purpose. Well, the thing is about him, like, he don't really believe in the Bible. He don't believe in all of that, but he's open. What? Open? What does that even mean, he's open? See, a lot of y'all getting with open men, and that's why you're going to have an open marriage. Because you're getting with open men, and they're open, all right. They're open to a lot of things, a lot of spirits. They're open to alcohol. They're open to twerking. They're open. They're open to threesome. They're open. You see? Oh, he's open. He's not really there right now, but he's definitely open. Oh, what do you mean open? No. Does he know God? Y'all better talk to me. I'm not saying I'm a perfect man or this one over here is perfect. That's not what I'm trying to say. Because I didn't have everything together when I met my wife. But I knew I knew the call of God on my life. I sure did. I told her everything I'm doing now. I told her I would do it before we got married. Everything I'm doing, I told her I would do it before we got married. You see? So some of you women, and bless your souls, bless your hearts. What you do is your nurturing instinct leads you in relationships. And that is the danger. Because, instead of, well, he's not really saving it right, but where did you find him? Well, I found him at Thugs R Us. He's a little dusty right now. He's a little dusty right now, a little rough around the edges. He's still cussing. Yeah, he's still smoking drink. But you know what? But with just a little dab of Jesus, little dab of Jesus will do it. Little cinnamon on top. Yeah, just get a little cinnamon Jesus. There you go. And 20 years into the marriage, you're saying, God, help me. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? You were distracted by the potential, that you didn't pay attention to the purpose. You don't marry a man just because of what he can be. Anybody can be anything. Ladies, come on now, help me. Help yourselves. I'm not saying the man has to be perfect. I'm trying to listen. I'm not saying the brother has to be perfect, just like the sister doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not saying the man has to be perfect, ladies. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to stop. You need to stop becoming obsessed with potential. He ain't there yet. So here's my question to you. What will get him there? You? So God hasn't gotten him there in 40 years, but you're going to get him there in 4 months. That's called idolatry. That's it. You've made an idol out of yourself. You have overestimated, yourself. And not only that, but you're misappropriating your assignment. You're supposed to help him in his calling. You're supposed to help him in his assignment. You're supposed to help him on his journey. Adam was already working. So when Eve shows up, she has something to help. He has a job. He has a job. He has an assignment. He has a God. He has a house. Come on. He has a garden. He is functioning in his design. And this is why so many women are frustrated, because of an Oedipus complex. Some of you are marrying your children. It's spiritual incest. You're marrying a baby boy. You're marrying a man who is underdeveloped. A man, he doesn't have any communication skills. He doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't know how to resolve conflict. He has an anger problem. He has a drinking problem. He's verbally abusive. He's emotionally abusive. And what happens is that you think that because you have, come on somebody, beauty and booty, that you're going to change a grown man and make him in your image. Come on somebody. And this is what opens someone. When we think about the Jezebel spirit is not just about sensuality and seduction and witchcraft. The Jezebel spirit is about idolatry. And a lot of you women are trying to mold a man into your image. You're trying to mold him and shape him into the image you think he should be in. And that is not your assignment. That's not your assignment. That's why so many women are in court cases. The list goes on and on. As a pastor, I can't even begin to tell you how rampant this is, of spiritual women who can quote the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. But if I ask you, what's his prayer life like? It's not there yet. But let me tell you something, Pastor. Aya ba 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 ha. No, 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 no. No, you better take those tongues. You better take those tongues and go read your Bible. Your oboe shot. Let me tell you something. You can should have bought a Honda, should have leased a Kia, Osama bin Laden, all you want. That will not make a man become what you deem he should be. I can't tell you the thousands I talk to on a daily basis, the literal thousands that I come across. And it's the same prayer request, help me. And listen, when they were dating their spouses, you couldn't tell them nothing. They didn't listen to nobody. They didn't listen to anybody because you know what? I can nurture that. No. Don't you? Let me tell you something. I'm not saying he has to be all there. But I'm telling you something. He needs to have a root and a foundation that existed before you came along. If he only goes to church because of you, that's the wrong man. If he only prays because you're around, that's the wrong man. He should have had a prayer life before he met you. If he only lifts his hands in worship because he wants to impress you, then that's called idolatry. You have become his God. And let me tell you something about becoming someone's God. The minute the person realizes that you are incapable of fulfilling their expectations, they will despise you. And that's why a lot of women get into marriages with men and you use whatever powers you use, your Wonder Woman powers, to snap him and grab him and come on somebody and snag him. And now when he wakes up and realizes that you're not all that he thought you was, he hates your guts and he despises you. And he will do everything in his power to sabotage your spiritual life. Because you thought you could control. You thought you could manipulate. You thought you were the queen mother, the queen goddess. I'll get a hold of him. There's two things that God allows for idolatry. Anytime in scripture where the people of God made an idol of something or someone, God caused the idol to reject them or caused the idol to become bitter to them. Those are the two things that happens with idolatry. Anytime we make an idol out of someone, and make no mistake, if you are compromising your spiritual life in order to accommodate a man, you are already guilty of idolatry. You're already an idolater because you've said, God, I'm willing to reject your standard because I would rather have a warm body next to me than be in your will. I would rather have some eggplant than to be in your will. I'm willing to compromise your word and my worth so that I can get with someone who is not going in the same direction as me. You can't nurture a demon out of someone. Ladies, you can't. You can't nurture a demon out of somebody. No, hear me. Let me say this and end this, because y'all going to write me and say all kinds of crazy stuff. Let me say this and end this. Is prayer powerful? Yes. And I know many couples that got together, they weren't saved, and they're both in ministry now. I know women who married a man that wasn't saved, and they're in ministry now, and he's a pastor. But that was a journey. That was a journey. That was a journey. And that journey will cost you. That journey will cost you. Don't just focus on potential. What he could be, what he should be, what he might be 10 years down the road. But focus on purpose. Who is he now? Who is he today? And am I willing to accept the man today for the rest of my life? God bless you.